Good evening, everybody. Respected President Sam, Dr. Avinash Bhosle sir, Vice President Sam, Dr. Vikas Karne, Treasurer Sam, Dr. Sachin Chandolkar, Sam's newsletter editor, Dr. Shilpa Tivaskar, the most invited chairperson for today's webinar, Dr. Prasanna Dabholkar sir, the consultant psychiatrist from the Satara, a very senior psychiatrist, and Dr. Swati Gadge madam, a practicing anesthesiologist and medical legal consultant from Dombivli Kalyan, and the invited faculty, Dr. Rajeshri Deshpande, a consultant psychiatric and from Satara only, and again Dr. Anuradha Tote, she is an ophthalmologist and a motivational speaker and life coach from Amravati. All my national GC members, then all GC members of SAMS, then past president and secretaries of SAMS, all advisory members of SAMS, president and secretaries of different city branches, and my ISCNs on all my postgraduate students. A very good evening to all of you. Today I am welcoming you in the SAMS curriculum, that is the online webinar on Mind Your Mind, a perfect dose of well-being. सर मी परत शेअर करायला with the blessings of God Saraswati Ma and the divine light rays of the light, we started today's webinar. So we have some competition by the SAMS member. So I request Dr. Shilpa Tivaskar madam for the further proceeding.
Thank you, Sheetal madam. Thank you, Avinash sir. Thank you all SAMS office bearers and SAMS dignitaries and members who have joined, our chairpersons and our speakers. Under the aegis of Society of Anesthesiologists Maharashtra State, we all office bearers held a competition. It was essay writing competition upon what do you feel gives stress to the anesthesiologist. Sheetal madam, can I have the next slide? So we had 18 participants from all over Maharashtra. I'll just quickly read the names. Dr. Vineet Bedekar, ISA Mumbai Metro. Dr. Shraddha Naik, ISA Karad. Dr. Jayvant Patil, ISA Karad. Dr. Geeta Acharya, Madam, ISA Pune. Dr. Shilpa Mungantiwar, Madam, ISA Chandrapur. Dr. Yogita Patil, ISA Mumbai Metro. Dr. Shilpa Gurov, Madam, ISA Pimpri Chinchwad. Dr. Sanhita Kulkarni, Madam, ISA Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Dr. Rajesh Hirwani, Sir, ISA Kalyan. Dr. Rahul Bhamre, Sir, ISA Nashik. Dr. Amitabh Kartan, Sir, ISA Parbani. Dr. Varsha Warke, Madam, ISA Jalgaon. Dr. Uma Deshmukh, Madam, ISA Pimpri Chinchwad. Dr. Umesh Ramtani, Sir, ISA Nagpur. Dr. Sunayana Narute, Madam, ISA Baramati. Dr. Rupali Gorgile, Madam, ISA Miras Sangli. Dr. Rajiv Garud, Sir, ISA Borivali. And Dr. Mohan Pathak, Sir, ISA Pune. Can I have the next slide, please? And we had our esteemed judges and senior members from SAMS. Dr. Abhinav Haran Khedkar, sir, from ISA Jalgaon. Dr. Anjali Bure, madam, from ISA Nagpur. Dr. Kiran Bringade, sir, from ISA Kolhapur. Dr. Ganesh Limaye, sir, from ISA Miras Sangli. Dr. Madhuri Limaye, madam, from ISA Satara. Dr. Surekha Shinde, madam, from ISA Pune, and Dr. Manisha Ghosh, madam, from ISA Thane. All these essays were given in a blinded form. The names were removed and given to each individual, and they judged on some criteria. And now for the results, and I hand over the dais to Dr. Avinash Bhosle, sir. Next slide, please, Sheetal madam.
Thank you very much.
Slide.
Yes, thank you very much, Shilpa. It was a huge response for this competition on mental health, and this is a coincidence that we have a webinar on the same topic. And I'm happy to announce the result of this essay competition. And Dr. Umesh Ramtani, first prize, ISA Nagpur. Dr. Narute, second from ISA Baramati. Dr. Rahul Bhamre, third ISA Nashik, and Dr. Uma Deshmukh, fourth ISA Pimpri Chinchwad. I congratulate Dr. Shilpa for organizing this essay competition, and I also thanks to all the judges for giving the result in time. Thank you very much. Over to Sheetal.
Now I request our President Dr. Avinash Bhosle sir to deliver his presidential address and introduce today's topic.
Yes, thank you. Good evening, respected colleagues and dear friends. A warm welcome to our webinar, Mind Your Mind. As a president, I am honored to address you all on this crucial topic. In the medical fraternity, we often prioritize others' health over our own and neglecting our own mental well-being. Doctors face a mental health crisis with suicide rate 2.5 times higher than the general population, driven by burnout, long hours working, and stigma around seeking the help. Depression and anxiety affect many, especially younger doctors and those in specialty like our anesthesiologists. I advise you to work harder on your body than your work for physical and mental health. Don't look at happiness as a goal, but make it a way of life. As a healers, we have shown to care for others, but today let's pledge to care for ourselves too. Let's choose compassion not just for our patient but for ourselves. Today's discussion will offer valuable insights and tools to manage stress, prioritize self care, and foster a healthier mindset. Let us support each other and make mental health a priority. Looking forward to engaging discussion and a fruitful session ahead. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our Vice President Dr. Vikas Karne sir to introduce today's chairperson.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this webinar, Mind Your Mind, a perfect dose of well-being. With ever-evolving and challenging world around us, from lifestyle, food to technology and AI, it becomes extremely essential and also challenging to stay healthy, especially for us, as described by President Sir Dr. Bosle. And as an anesthesiologist and clinician, our days are filled with a lot of stress. And when we talk about health and fitness, mind remains at the center of this idea. So as we eagerly await our expert speakers delivering their talks, I'm privileged and glad to welcome and introduce our esteemed chairpersons for today's webinar. Firstly, let me welcome and introduce Dr. Prasanna Davokar, sir. He is MD Psychiatry. He was first in Pune University and he received Minochand Kaoskar Award for that. He is also MA in Philosophy and stood first again in Pune University. He is a consultant psychologist with more than 40 years of experience. He specializes in REBT, that is Rational Emotive Behavioral Therapy. He is associated with Akshar Institute in Vai, which happens to be my native place. And it's an institute which works for intellectually challenged kids, and he has a huge contribution to that. He is also a member of Visitors Board at Central Mental Hospital in Pune at Yeravada. He is working in the field of de-addiction, child mental health, and also in creative writing. And he has publications to his name, including in British Journal of Psychology and other journals. Welcome, Dr. Rabholkar, sir. I'm also privileged to welcome our second chairperson, Dr. Swati Gadge. She is MD in anesthesiology. She has also done LLB and LLM. She has also done postgraduate diploma in health and hospital management with distinction, and also postgraduate diploma in human rights with distinction. She's working not only as an anesthesiologist but also as a medical legal consultant at Thane. She has many awards to her name, which includes Hall of Fame at Ganga Hospital in Coimbatore, special felicitation from State President, ICFI Dr. Rakesh Gupta Excellence Award. She was also awarded Bishagavarya Award in 2017 in Dombivli. Also, she has got multiple appreciations and awards as a poet. So a multifaceted personality, definitely. She is a founder president of NGO called Naya Savera, which is working for women's welfare in Dombivli. She has delivered various lectures and conducted various workshops, including workshop on medical legal matters. in various national and international medical conferences. She's also visited many countries in Africa to understand the human rights and the women welfare, and she has conducted infection control training for staff in a 400-bedded hospital at Congo in Africa. So we really have experts who are, uh, contributing a lot socially in terms of upscaling scaling the life of children, adults, and I'm sure their expertise is going to help us to have an academic treat today. Welcome, Dr. Dabolkar sir, and welcome, Dr. Swati madam, to today's webinar. Over to you, Sheetal
Thank you,
madam.
sir. Thank you, sir. Now I request our treasurer, Dr. Sachin Chandorkar, to introduce both our faculty. Sachin.
Thank you, ma'am. For today's webinar, we got two dynamic ladies. First one is Dr. Anuradha Tote, ma'am. She did DNB ophthalmology. Is currently practicing at Amravati. She is a first lady 5-star trainer at JCI India and even selected and sent to USA as a group study exchange member. She's representing JSI India as a team captain for JSI World Debate Championship at Hong Kong in 2012. She also having master of the ceremony for the most coveted award ceremony at Asia Pacific Conference at Korea. She is imparted motivational and life skill sessions at Turkey, Nepal, and other countries. Received the National Public Speaking Championship held at Vishakhapatnam. Even she, having a pilot faculty for a national program by JCA India on adolescents Jasmine 7 times in a row, and another pilot faculty twice for Kumar, a program by JCA India for youth. She having a winner of prestigious Ishwar Chandra Award in DO, Nagpur University, and have received the most coveted award for life skills trainer Ravi Pushkar by JCA India. And she writes a book, What We Miss in Medical School also. So welcome, ma'am, for today's webinar. And our next speaker is Dr. Ayasri Deshpande, ma'am. She did a MD in psychiatry and having a clinical practice in Satara at Sahyog Hospital. She worked on towards social awareness for mental health throughout the lectures, seminars, and writing articles. On FM lecture series on stress management and parenting are broadcasting. Has led project Umang with Parivartan and Satara Jagti. She is a leader of Umang project and a research project of Premium on using behavior activation for depressed patients. She also worked as a mentor in nationwide community mental health projects, Janaman Swastha Abhiyan funded by Tata Trust. Also workshops for rational emotive behavioral therapy and psychotherapy. She also conducted workshop for parenting, adolescent mental health, and women mental. And she's a very good writer and poetic person. Also, she did Yanचं Sadhya Kai Challay was one recent picture book is she writes for adolescents, and another is Anvayachi Akshar Lipi. So both dynamic speakers, welcome for this SAM's webinar. Over to Sheetal, ma'am.
Thank you, Sachin. Now, welcome all esteemed chairpersons and faculty. Now, I request Dr. Anuradha Tote ma'am to proceed for her lecture.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sheetal. First and foremost, let me thank Bhosle sir, Dr. Sheetal, and Dabolkar sir, Chandurkar sir, and the whole team of the anesthesiologist at the state level, Maharashtra state. So it is definitely an honor and a pleasure to be amongst these brilliant doctors today and to share my thoughts and also to have interaction. So my topic today is very interesting. And of course, first and foremost, let me tell you that I have great respect for the anesthesiologists because one thing is because I have seen them work dedicatedly. And the second thing is they are, I think, the only doctors who don't hog for fame and limelight. So yes, a huge round of applause for all the anesthesiologists. And my topic today is Heal the Healer. So should I start? Special thanks to Dr. Sheetal, who is my friend and batchmate. So thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shall I share my screen
Yes,
now?
yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
and
please.
okay. And when there are just 5 minutes left, please let me know. Okay. We have come across this beautiful poem called Leisure, right? What is this life if full of care? There's no time to stand and stare. No time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep and cows. No time to see in broad daylight streams full of stars like skies at night. And the poem goes on. But the poet, W.H. Davis, here wants to tell us that please pause, slow down, and experience the beauty of life. But unfortunately, on the contrary, we are struggling with life. So here comes Heal the Healer. Well, friends, I would like some interaction from your side. So please be active in the chat box, please. Okay. So I have a glass in my hand. If everyone can see this, it is a glass full of water, almost full of water. My request to you is imagine that you are holding this glass in your hand, one hand, okay? And now you please write in the chat box how much time do you think you can hold the glass without dropping it? Everyone in the chat box, please. 5-10 minutes, one answer. Not for more than 5 minutes. Is that so? Okay, till I drink it. That's a nice one. 15 minutes. Okay, 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's just 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, many people are writing 5 to 10, 30 minutes. Okay, great, 30 minutes. Dr. Sheetal, can you help me with this? The highest one is till my determination to hold it. Wow, wow, great. What else? What else? Okay. Till there is no another thought. Okay. So maximum people have written 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. 1 hour. We have 1 hour. Some as long as you wish. Wonderful. Fine, fine, fine. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the interaction. Thank you for your inputs. Thank you so much. Well, yes. Coming to the boiling frog syndrome. We know about the boiling frog syndrome, but I thought a revision is a must here. Because see, what happens is when you take some water in a utensil and you put a frog in it, and then you put it on the stove, what will happen is the frog will feel the warmth of the water as the temperature of the water rises. But the frog is okay with it. It's happy, in fact. After some time, the temperature rises more and more, and the frog starts to feel a little discomfort. But then again, it is okay and it does not speak anything. And the temperature is again rising and rising, and then now it has reached the boiling point and it has become very hot. The frog is finding it very difficult to tolerate this high temperature, but still it is there and saying nothing. And the temperature keeps on rising, and the frog is feeling very, very uncomfortable. It just cannot tolerate the water, the temperature of the water, the warmth of the water, but it is still there. And now when the temperature is at its highest and the water is really boiling hard, and the frog now wants to jump out, it wants to scream, but it dies. It cannot jump, it cannot scream. Why? Because all the energy which it had, it has used to adapt to the temperature. Got my point, dear friends? put your glass down. The capacity of each one will be different. Someone will have to put it down in 5 minutes. Someone will have to put it down in 10 minutes. Someone in 15 minutes. But please, my dear friends, put it down. Got the message? Yes. Yes, we know that, yes, white coat symbolizes authority and stability. But remember, behind the white coat is a human being who's vulnerable, who might be weak emotionally, mentally, physically. And along with the stress factors in general, which we have, like, a terminally ill patient at home, or maybe the person himself has some great illness, some severe disease, or there is a financial crisis at home, some adverse conditions, some deadlines, of course. But along with the white coat come many extra stress factors. And to list out some, I can say long working hours, especially for the anesthesiologists. Long working hours, burnout, that stress which is for a prolonged period of time and which is unaddressed, burnout. High risk patients, yes, you're taking high risk patients. Work life imbalance is always there because time factor is not in your hands. Most of the anesthesiologists whom I know are freelancers. They go to different surgeons, orthopedic surgeons and general surgeons and ophthalmologists and gynecologists, and the gynecologist or the surgeon will dictate the time, right? They will fix the time and then you have to adjust and go to that person. So time factor is not in your control. And sometimes what happens is apparently healthy, like fit for anesthesia. That patient you take into the OT, and what happens is suddenly some complication is there and there is an adrenaline surge. High expectations, even though you give that consent, the guarded, like we give guarded visual prognosis, you give high risk consents, but still, the patient himself, the relatives, even the surgeon wants a very good outcome, right? And there are so many other factors which you may write down in the chat box, which are your stress factors. May I request all of you to write in the chat box, please? Apart from these, do you have any other stress factors? Yes? Everyone, please. Apart from these, any other stress factors? Irregular sleep cycle. Yes. I will come to that. Yeah. Very good. Irregular sleep cycle. Anything else? Unpredictable job. Okay. Morning traffic to the hospital. Yes, I agree. Yeah. Verbal abuse and disrespect from the patient relatives. Very true nowadays. And safety concerns are always there. Yeah. The fear of litigation. I was coming to that. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for your interaction. Yes. Now, but the problem with us doctors is that we don't want to take help. Why? Because of the fear. We feel that once we take help, maybe we go to a counselor, maybe we go to a psychologist or maybe a psychiatrist, and that person will feel that I am incapable. And I have that mindset, that I am strong. I'm a doctor. I see so many patients. I can manage my family so well. I can manage my finances so well. I am a strong human being. So why should I go to a psychologist? Time constraints, even if I feel like going, but then there are time constraints. I have a case at 9 o'clock at night or 6 o'clock in the morning, and every time I have a case to attend to. And professional image concerns are always there. I have seen, doctors who don't even reveal that they have cancer or some terminal illnesses because they feel that once the patients know or the relatives know or even the other doctors know about it, my practice is going to come down. So these are so many ways, why the doctors shy away from taking help. But what I feel is you need to prioritize health, mental and physical health. prioritizing your health is not being selfish, not in any way being selfish. It's not a badge of honor to say that, okay, I neglect myself and I give my services. No, don't wear that badge of honor. It is not a badge of honor. Rather, prioritizing your health has a ripple effect. If you prioritize your physical and mental health, the patients which you attend to will feel cared for. The relatives will feel heard. The staff will feel respected. Your families will be so happy. So it is a ripple effect. Your happiness, your health goes on to the society, and it will go on in a positive way. So let it be so. Don't feel that it is selfish to think about your health or do something about your health. Now, the million-dollar question, how? There are a number of ways, but just to narrate a few, or to fit a few in that time slot, I've taken emotional regulation, activity, which gives you pleasure, love yourself and love others, restore boundaries, very important, happiness, and exercise and sleep. Yeah. So emotional regulation. Okay. Can you imagine a pressure cooker? Everyone has seen a pressure cooker, right? What happens when the pressure builds up? What happens? There is a safety wall, right? And once the pressure builds up, the whistle blows. But for us, the pressure is building up since long, since long. Our negative emotions, our feelings, our frustrations, our long hours of work, the stress factors, so many have heaped up. Now, if in the pressure cooker, this whistle does not blow, what will happen? There will be a blast. Similarly, if we don't vent out our feelings, there will be a blast. And that is how, even I think Bhosle sir has pointed out that suicidal cases in doctors are 2.5 times the suicidal cases in normal people, in non-doctors rather. And even the stress, the people who are stressed out, if you compare, it is, in US it is like 45 to 50% of doctors are stressed out, and in India it is 80% of the doctors. So we need to take some measures. Now, when you are frustrated, you have negative emotions, you don't know what to do, please vent out your emotions. Go and talk to a friend. Go and talk to your spouse. Go and talk to someone whom you're close to. Maybe your parent, maybe even your child, maybe your mentor, anyone. But please, please go and talk to them. We are so comfortable when we say that, oh, I have coughed since 1 month. But what about my frustration since 1 month? I will not tell it to anybody. I need to express it out. It is very, very important, my dear friends. Otherwise, it'll be a blast. There will be a blast. That is how people commit suicide. Some go into depression. There are so many psychosomatic diseases, and we have a list of it, and you all know about it. So please, please vent out your feelings, vent out your emotions. Yeah. Little things which make a lot of a beautiful positive difference is activity that gives you pleasure, whatever it is. Just eating a chocolate, or maybe just cooking a dish, or a walk, just a small walk in the nature. That is the best I feel, because we are made up of 5 elements, and nature is made up of 5 elements. And just going to nature, going and having that stroll gives you such positive energy, because we have a bond that way. And so many other things, listening to music or whatever, just take a break. But when I ask my participants, my audience about a break, then they want a party. Just be careful, my dear friends. Partying is good, but to what extent? The alcohol, very well know the effects, the after effects. When there is a high, there's going to be a low. And constantly having alcohol, or maybe late night parties, so too much of socializing, And then there will be sleep deprivation, and deprivation, and again, the stressors will be on the high. So it's not a very good idea to party more. Once in a while, it is okay, right? And you can do little things which make a very good difference. Oh, yes. We have a small activity for you. All of you, are you ready for it? Give me a thumbs up. Everyone, a thumbs up, please. Yes, thank you. Yeah. So a small activity. You can do it mentally. If you don't have a pen and page, it's okay. Draw a circle. Draw a small circle. And in that circle, you have to write the name of your most favorite person. Done? Done? Okay. Now, surrounding that circle, now this is a small circle, right? Now, surrounding that circle, you have to draw another circle. Draw another circle. Now, you have to write the name of two favorite people. Apart from the first one, okay? Don't repeat the same names. So you have drawn a small circle. Now you have drawn a little bigger circle, which is surrounding the first circle. And now you have written the names of two favorite people. Do it mentally. Okay. Now, surrounding this second circle, draw a third circle. Third circle. And now you have to write the names of 4 favorite people. Your 4 favorite people. And once you're done, just give me a thumbs up again. Dr. Sheetal, please help me out. Are people showing their thumbs up? Well, now I am interested in the smallest circle in the center. Whose name have you written? Can you share, please, in the chat box? Whose name have you written? My daughter, my daughters. Okay. Yes.
Son, ऐसा कुछ लिख mother.
My son, my mother. Yes.
Myself लिला है कि नहीं?
One person has written myself. Very good.
Myself.
My son, mother, sister. Okay, okay, okay. Great. Great. And the one who has written myself,
My
a
friend.
huge round of applause for you. What's a good name? Yes,
Dipali.
good name. Dipali. Okay. A huge round of applause for you, Dipali. Yeah. Actually, your relationship with yourself has to be very good. If you love yourself, you can love others. So, first have a very good relationship with yourself. Accept yourself the way you are. The way you are, whatever it is. You may be beautiful, you may not be beautiful, you may be very intelligent, you may not be intelligent, you may be very good at dancing, you may not be good at dancing, whatever it is, just embrace yourself. Love yourself, because only when you love yourself, you can love others. Right? And this is very important, dear friends, very important. A Harvard study on adult development, the longest study, which was done on 724 participants, and it is still going on for 85 years. Like it started in 1938, and it's still going on. And they do like the physical examination, they do laboratory tests, they do brain scan, everything they do. And then they have come to the conclusion. Now the director, Mr. Waldinger, he has come to the conclusion that when you have very good relationships, then only you can be happy in life. Not only happy, but also you can have a long life. That is what they have said. So having very good relations is important. And since this is a Maharashtra state conference, I think I'm permitted to speak in Marathi also, right? Yeah? Okay.
Yes, yes, of
Yes,
course.
right? I can speak in Marathi. Okay. So, outdated झालंय आयुष्य. आउटडेटेड झालंय आयुष्य. स्वप्नही डाउनलोड होत नाहीत. संवेदनांना व्हायरस लागलाय. दुःख सहन करता येत नाही. जुनी पावसाळी निघून गेली. डिलीट झालेल्या फाईल सारखे. आणि घर आता शांत आहे. रेंज नसलेल्या मोबाईल सारखे.
Wow.
हँग झालेल्या पीसी सारखी मनाची स्थिती वाईट. हँग झालेल्या पीसी सारखी मनाची स्थिती वाईट. आणि नाती गोती जोडणारी कुठेच नाही वेबसाईट. कुठेच नाही वेबसाईट.
छान
आणि
छान,
हे सगळं
व्हेरी गुड.
कळतं हो आम्हाला, है ना? हे
वळत
सगळं
वळत
नाही.
नाही,
कळतं हो आम्हाला, पण
वळत नाही,
वळत नाही.
वळत नाही.
वळत नाही ना. तोच प्रॉब्लेम आहे. तर आता हे वळवावं लागेल. म्हणजेच काय करावं लागेल? दॅट वी विल हॅव टू गो अवे फ्रॉम द फेक, द रिअल वर्ल्ड अँड कम बॅक टू द रिअल वर्ल्ड. Your presence matters, my dear friends. If your brother has lost the cricket match, you have to be there with him. If your mother is ill, critically ill, you have to be there with her. If your friend has lost someone dear, maybe her husband, you should go at that time to her. Your presence matters, not on the digital cameras or not on the social media. Your presence, physical presence, matters a lot. And if you go and connect to all these people, they will stand as a solid support system for you. This will, reduce your stress like anything. It's very, very important, dear friends. Right? Yeah. Restore your boundaries. My child is not well, and that surgeon calls up that he has taken up a case at 11 o'clock in the night. Please say no. Learn to say no, my dear friends. A gentle, humble no. Sorry, I can't come today. My child needs me. Because there's no limit. I mean, the problem with us is we have glorified overwork. We have glorified grandeur. We want a Mercedes at the age of 35. Why? And if you don't prioritize your life, if for me it is family first, then my career as an ophthalmologist and as a motivational speaker, then my friends and relatives, and then my relaxation. You too prioritize your preferences, whatever you like. Would you want your family to be put first or your career to be put first, whatever, but then act accordingly. And please learn to say no. Say no to cases if time demands it, or say no to parties, say no to social gatherings. Yes, it is okay, it is normal. Please, you have to inculcate that habit of saying no, and it will really make a huge difference in your life. So many stressors will just come down if you can say no in a humble and gentle way. Okay. Exercise in moderation and sound sleep. Of course, we know about it. Exercise is a must. Okay. Physical exercise is a must, because we know that endorphins are secreted. There is a feel good factor. You are strengthening your body. Your immune system is boosting up. Everything is wonderful. But, my dear friends, nowadays what is happening is people are not just exercising, they are exerting. Exercise should be in moderation. Even the WHO says that 150 to 300 minutes of moderate exercise per week is enough, or 75 to 150 minutes of vigorous exercise a week is enough. Don't go in for too much of exercise, too much of exertions, which your body cannot even tolerate. Your body is not made for that level of exercise, and leave that apart. What happens is he is running the marathon. He is running for 25 kilometers. I have to run for 50 kilometers. I have to run for 30 kilometers. That competition, whenever the word competition comes, there is panic, there is stress. Why do you want to again stress your life? Your exercise was, to give that feel good factor, to make you healthy and happy. So please don't cross the line for exercise. And the same, sound sleep is also important, and diet, as we all know. We all are doctors, so you all know better than me, about the healthy food that you should eat, and sleep. It is recommended in books. In some books, it is 6 hours. In some books, it is 8 hours. I feel sound sleep is very essential. Sound sleep, you relax completely, the tissue repair, the hormones, the immunity boost, everything will be there. But please have time for the sound sleep. Okay? Yes. And happiness is the best healer, of course. There was a wonderful post which was doing its rounds on WhatsApp. I just want to share it with you. There were two cartoons, and one cartoon says to the other that I was searching so much for happiness, and I didn't find it. And how did you get it? And you know what the other cartoon says? It says that I created it. That's so nice. You have to create your own happiness. It is a state of mind. You can create your own happiness. So start finding happiness in small things. A small flower which has blossomed, a flower which has blossomed in your garden. So happy, be happy about it. A child smiling. Such a happy event that is. Beautiful sunrise, a beautiful sunset, or just meeting some old acquaintance, leave apart a friend, even an old acquaintance, you feel so happy. You can feel happy, that is. So you just need to have that attitude. You have to change the way of thinking. Okay, this has happened. Wow. That wow feeling should come. That feeling, if you make it a habit, it will really change your life. But for eternal happiness, of course, the path is spirituality. And by spirituality, I do not mean religion. Spirituality and religion are two different things. And I am a spiritual person. I am not a religious person. So spirituality is the inward journey of any individual. So when you, a very good quote, I just remembered a quote by Rumi, where he says that we are not human beings. We are not human beings, but we are spiritual beings having the human experience. What depth in the quote, right? So once you realize that you are not human beings, you are spiritual beings having the human experience, then you know that you are a soul and everyone else here is a soul. And if everyone else is a soul and I am a soul, we are at the same level, we are at the same platform. And the way you deal with others will completely change, completely change. And for this, like to be grounded in spirituality, there are a few things which I feel are a must. Just 10 minutes of self-reflection. 10 minutes. Self-reflection actually is not self-criticism. You sit with yourself and think about what happened the other day, the last day, the previous day. Okay? What happened? My thoughts, my actions, my emotions. I just revise them. And then I see, oh, I could have apologized there. I was wrong there. I can correct myself. Gratitude is a wonderful way. Gratitude. Just be grateful for whatever God has given you. And we as doctors, I think we are blessed with so many things. So many things. Right from materialistic things to intelligence, to happiness, to everything, everything. So we must be grateful. And when we are grateful, we say thank you to the higher power and we get connected to the higher power. And people say that they give you in abundance, they give you back in abundance. It is like the boomerang. You throw the boomerang and it comes back to you with with more speed. So it is like a boomerang. So you be grateful, and you have many more things to be grateful for. Forgiveness is, it is the best, one of the best things. Very difficult, very difficult. It is not letting go. Please be clear about it. It is not letting go. Okay, letting go means a dog barks at you and then you say, okay, what have I to do with the dog? And I just go my way, Forgiveness is when someone really hurts you, you sit across and you speak to the person, and you know that the person has hurt you. You speak to that person and then embrace that person, and then just let out the negative feelings, the whatever that person has said to you. It is really difficult, very difficult, because some people have hurted you so much in your life. So difficult to forgive, but if you can, just do it, because a flood of negative emotions will just be washed out. So if you can, please do it. Surrender. Surrender. I think there's nothing like surrender. There was a patient who gave me a gift. I'm an ophthalmologist, okay? So, and a motivational speaker, of course, but a patient gave me a wonderful gift. It is a swing. ओके स्विंग, एक स्विंग है तो और उसमें कृष्ण भगवान है. सो व्हाट वी यूजुअली फील इज कि अगर वो स्विंग है तो झूला है तो उसमें कृष्ण भगवान बैठे हुए हैं, बट इट इज नॉट दैट वे. इट इज अ स्विंग एंड ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट देयर इज अ कार्विंग, और वहां पे कृष्ण भगवान बैठे हैं. सो आई कुडंट अंडरस्टैंड, मतलब व्हाट आई एक्सपेक्टेड वाज कि कृष्ण भगवान अंदर बैठे हैं स्विंग के अंदर, एंड ही इज हैविंग अ ग्रेट टाइम. बट वैसा नहीं है. द स्विंग इज एम्प्टी एंड कृष्ण भगवान वो ऊपर बैठे हुए हैं. सो दिस पेशेंट is actually a very wise and spiritual lady. She gifted it to me. So she said, कि आप ऐसे आराम से बैठो और झूलते रहो, और ऊपर भगवान है ना, सब देख लेगा. So just surrender. भगवान है ना, गजानन बाबा आहेत ना, सगळं बघून घेतील. And I have experienced miracles happening in my life. Just surrender. That is the best way. When you're very much stressed, you don't know what to do, and you don't find any way, just darkness everywhere. Surrender. It will really, really work for you. And of course, pranayam is not here in the list, but it is, of course, a very good method when you have little time. There is one concept which is called as traffic control, and you can do it in the hospitals. Some of the hospitals, I take programs for doctors and staff in the hospitals also. So I have recommended them, and they've started, and they are getting wonderful results. Traffic control. Now, traffic control is what, every hour they have 1 minute. They pause, they just breathe, deep breathing for 1 minute every hour, and then they again do their work. So it is traffic control. So when you breathe, it is pranayam, no? Pranayam, deep breathing. So oxygen flow to the whole body, all cells in your body. You feel rejuvenated, you feel fresh, and again you start working. If not every hour, we can do it whenever we have time. Maybe between patients, maybe between household chores. It is very easy. And when you breathe deeply, you can connect to the Almighty also. Just think about the Almighty. And meditation, the best way of relaxation. Meditation, I don't mean meditation is just, chanting some mantras or chanting Om. It is not only that, It is just playing the guitar. It is just dancing. It is sometimes even examining the patients. It is when you are completely involved in something, that you are lost into that thing. Whatever you're doing, you're playing the guitar, you're lost into it, completely involved into it. Once you're doing that, you are completely relaxed. And when you are completely relaxed, you connect to the higher power. And when you connect to the higher power, you imbibe all the qualities of the higher power, and you feel so relaxed. It is one of the ways to build your mental strength. So I think I've given a lot of ways. Am I overshooting the time? I'll just wind up now. Okay. Yes. So
Last
now,
5 minutes.
before,
5 minutes.
pardon, sir? We have 5 minutes.
5 minutes,
Okay.
last time.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, then I'll do a small activity. Are you ready for it, everyone?
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Show me your hand. Everyone, please show me your hand. Yes. I just want to make one point more clear. It'll be crystal clear if we do that. Okay. You're showing me your hand. Wonderful. Now, point out to your nose. Everyone point out to your nose. Please point out to your nose. Yeah. Now point out to your eyes. Point out to your eyes. The spectacles will come in the way, but you can point it out. Okay. Yes. So point out to your eyes. Now point out to your body. Yes. Very good. Now point out to yourself. Here is the catch. Your body, yes, this is your body. These are your eyes. This is your nose. Yourself. Where is yourself? Now suppose there's a dead body of XYZ person. Okay, there's a dead body here of XYZ person. What we say is that XYZ person has passed away. The dead body is still here, but then you're saying that XYZ person has passed away. That means that XYZ person is not its body. It makes it very clear what Rumi said is that we are spiritual beings having the human experience. And once this is crystal clear in our minds, that we are souls on a journey and everyone else is also a soul on a journey, we come at the same platform and it becomes so easy to deal with people because you and they are alike and we are children of that higher power. It is a wonderful concept. Well, now let us have a quick recap. If you're very attentive, dear friends, you have to give me an acronym which you're going to remember for this session. Shall I run through the slides once more so that you will get it if you have not got it right away? Okay. So from here, the acronym starts.
Heal the healer, Sahib.
Healer. Heal the
Yeah,
healers.
give me that word. You have to rearrange it. You have to rearrange it. I've put those letters in bold. The font size
Yeah.
is more.
Yes.
So what is that?
Heal the
Heal the healers.
You're very close to the bullseye, but you're not hitting the bullseye. That's one word, just one word. 20 chocolates. 20 chocolates from my side.
Healer,
Pardon?
healer,
Healer, healer.
Wonderful.
Healer.
Who's that? Who's that?
Healer.
Great, great, great.
Lak-
Who's that?
Healer.
Lakshmi, I'm Lakshmi.
Lakshmi,
Okay.
Apni Lakshmi.
Oh,
Apni
huge round of
Lakshmi.
applause for you,
Yeah.
Dr. Lakshmi. Wonderful. Yes. The word is the healer.
Healer.
H for
And I
happiness,
think
E for
Dr.
emotional
Deepika had
regulation.
also said it. Sorry, Dr. Deepika
Okay,
had also
your
said
good
it.
name, ma'am?
In chat
Deepika.
box, Dr. Deepika had said it.
Your good name? You
Dr.
remember
Deepika.
healer.
Hi, ma'am.
Happiness, small things. And eternal happiness, it is the spell of others. Build that support system for yourself. And exercise, food, and sleep, we all know about it. And restore your boundaries. Learn to say no. Right? These are the points we have to keep in mind. And if we
Your voice is
implement them, of course, we will have a win off with the help of the Almighty. So please remember,
Madam, your voice is not, it is interrupted.
friends, that you are lamb. Hello, Sheetal. Dr. Sheetal, please guide me whether my voice is coming or not.
Yes, coming.
Now, yes, now
It's
it is
coming.
coming.
Okay. Now it's coming. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So to wind up, I just want to tell you that you are the lamps. You are the lamps that light up the society, that light up the world. But please pause and remember that the lamps need to be refilled. So please,
Recharge.
thank you so much for a very, very patient listening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. It was an excellent presentation, ma'am. I asked chairperson to give your inputs and about this. Dr.
An
Dabolkar,
excellent,
sir.
I would say it's not a presentation, it was an excellent oration.
Yes,
Welcome.
any
When in an auditorium, we were all stood up and given you a standing ovation. So it was really very wonderful
Thank
to
you.
know all these points in nutshell. As you said, the most important point is कळतं पण वळत नाही. इथं असलेले सर्वजण त्याचं अर्थ लक्षात घेतील and we'll start with one step at a time. I have been working with intellectually challenged children, and their single sentence that motivates them is one step at a time. And that is true for all of us. Only 2-3 things I would like to add. Apart from all these things, each one of us has to decide what is the purpose of his life. And if you are moving toward the purpose of your life, you will be able to handle your stress in a better way. Secondly, as our esteemed speaker has said, close relationships we often forget in our busy practice. That is a very, very, very dangerous way to handle the relationships. Moderate exercise, again, a very important warning for doctors who are running after one marathon after another. But I won't elaborate it here. Only thing I noticed that there are very few males here, apart from our president and few other participants. And one thing I wondered was when our esteemed speaker asked about right in the small circle, none of the female, only one wrote about her spouse. None of wrote the name of husband or spouse. And only there was one male who wrote that my wife is the closest person to me. So it's a warning for our males. And males is the next topic we will be discussing. But I think before that, there should be a lot of questions, particularly how to put into practice. Only last point about spirituality, what she has said is excellent and correct. But spirituality starts with yama and niyam. That is how we behave in our daily life. It doesn't start with pranayama and meditation. It starts with yama and niyam. So we have to take care of that. Over to you for question and answer session.
Thank you, sir. We will take question and answer last.
Okay.
Dr. Swati ma'am, do you want to add some?
Excellent presentation, Dr. Anuradha. It was wonderfully interactive. Thank you very much for doing that. And I would just like to add a few points. Like you very well said that we all have to learn to say no. When we are stressed out, there are certain situations where we wish to say no, but we don't. But when we say no, one important side of it is don't regret it later. If there's regret after saying no, it adds to the stress much more rather than going and doing it. Whether it's a anesthesia call or any request from anybody, and you say no, and then you keep thinking about it the next 24 hours. Oh, I've said no. I should have gone. I should have done it. So please say no and forget about it. No regrets. And when we
That's
are
really
talking
true.
about real to real, yes, we need to come into real life. But today, the happiness, like we watch a flower, we see birds, we go for a picnic, we go somewhere, our real life has to go to reel has become a dictum today. Without that, my picnic or my vacations are not complete. So we have to get out of that loop as well. That every small thing that I do need not go onto the reel, need not go onto the social media, because that way we are really complicating our life, and then we also get into that loop of watching what other people are doing. Watch your ourselves is most important. The inward journey is more important. So if we visit a place which is beautiful and nice, which is serene, just soak into that happiness and forget the real side of it. And yes, man is a social animal. The stress part of our life, majorly what happens is when we are outside in society amongst other people, we definitely take care that we are civilized, our behavior is good. So there we are actually good human beings when we are outside amongst other people. And the social animal, the animal part comes out when we come home. And that's really unfair to our family members, because all our anger and frustration, it comes out when we come home. So please try, let's all of us, we should try and avoid overreacting or just taking our spouses for granted, that yes, this is one place where I can vent myself out. But when that happens regularly, things are really going to be very difficult for all of us. So let's be social everywhere, skipping the animal part of it, and thus maybe we'll derive more happiness and peace in life. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll take question and answer later. We will start second lecture. Till Madam will share the slides, I want to ask one question. Dr. Rajeshri ma'am, you go and please share the slides, share the
Yes, yes,
screen.
yes,
My
sure.
question to all, if you are not believing in any God or any Almighty, then how to be spiritual? We are not believing in any God or any Almighty. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, actually, can you hear me?
Yeah, very well.
Yeah, so actually, spirituality is the inward journey of any individual. So even if you don't, like, there are people who do not believe in God, say some form of God, not Krishna or Allah or Jesus or
Yes.
anybody. But still they can be spiritual. They can have that inward journey, and then they connect to their own higher self. So I mean, they go so much inwards that they feel relaxed and they get the power, because as souls also we have inherent qualities, like we are powerful, we are knowledgeable, we have happiness, uh, love is there. So all these qualities which are in actually hidden, so they can come out through being spiritual. Even if you don't believe in God, you just have that inward journey towards yourself. That can be done, sir.
Can I add to
Yes.
this?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Even
Sure.
if we don't believe in any God, am I audible? Yeah. So
Yes.
doesn't matter. We have to believe in the universe. We have to believe in our own existence. How have we come in this world? जैसे कहते हैं पंचतत्व, पंचतत्वात ना आपण आलोय आणि पंचतत्वात विलीन होणार आहोत. This one fact is enough for all of us to remain grounded and to have the ultimate happiness in life, or try to get the peace in life. Because what happens is normally materialism is something that really takes away our peace. So to move away from that, the hedonic adaptation is very troublesome. So get spirituality can be in this way, just believing that we are mortals.
That means
Very true. And as ma'am, sorry to interrupt. Yes.
yes, ma'am. Continue, please continue. Sorry.
Yeah.
You are
I
saying
was just
something.
adding to what ma'am said, that we are made up of those 5 elements, and everyone else is also made up of those 5 elements, right? So the connect becomes very smooth and very nice, and then you behave in a beautiful way. You connect to the world in a beautiful way. So that is how spirituality helps you. So not necessary to believe in some god. If you believe in god, it becomes easy. That is what I feel, because
Yes,
I
yes,
have
I
complete
know.
faith. Yeah.
I know there is one. No, I think he shared the slide, so we will start the next lecture. Okay.
Yeah, and just 1 second, I just wanted to say sorry because the connection was very unstable and I had to join from another
Yeah, yeah.
device. So I might have missed out some comments and maybe some questions also. So sorry for that.
No problem. No problem, ma'am. Okay. Yes. I just remember you are ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Hmm. Okay.
Are my slides visible and I'm audible?
Yes. You are visible and very well. Slides
Thank
are
you.
seen.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can I start?
Yeah. Please.
First of all, thank you very much, all the dignitaries and especially Dr. Avinash for giving me this opportunity to speak to all of you. And this is a academic topic, but speaking academic topic which is related to mental health in front of other faculty, I'm doing this for the first time. So please forgive me if I'm being too technical. Secondly, I want to say this, that I'm very happy to have my mentor and teacher as our chairperson, Dr. Prasanna Dabholkar. And I'm happy to see some of my Satara friends here amongst the audience. I will start with this topic. I feel this topic is very important because it is important but not talked about. Many times the mental health of females are discussed and are talked about, written, but men's mental health is much ignored topic. And when I used to see female patients, I used to hear their side of the story. And then when I used to speak to their spouses, I had some prejudices. But because of my faculty, my science, psychiatry told me to be not non-judgmental. And with with that attitude, I have to listen to the spouses of my female patients. I realize, no, there is something else which we have to discuss and share and talk about. So that's why I felt this topic is very important to say it aloud. This is not about the comparison between mental health of men and women. And this is not definitely about declaring that all men are not okay. All of us have some okay traits and some not okay traits. It is true about females also, and it is true about males also. And we have to concentrate on non-okay traits just to improve our mental health, our physical health, our relationships, our focus of the work. So that's why we are talking about this topic. Again, few statistical findings. Men die by suicide 3.5 to 4 times more than men. India's contribution to global suicide death is higher and increasing day by day. हम तो अभी विश्व गुरु बन गए हैं क्योंकि we have highest suicides in the world. And second point is sudden death in adult age group, male to female ratio is 3:1 or 4:1. Most of the deaths are sudden cardiac events without pre-existing etiology and generally stress-induced. So again here, males are outnumbered males outnumber females in both suicidal death and sudden cardiac deaths. Why so? Central theme of my topic is men are in the constant pressure to perform, to provide, and to protect. Since years together, it is told that men should earn, men should provide for the family, men has to earn the bread for the family members, men has to show his activeness, his superiority everywhere. He has to perform outside also and in the bed also. He has to protect the family, what may it come. So in this constant pressure, what happens? We actually deprive males to show their vulnerabilities. And they are also afraid to declare their own vulnerabilities. It becomes a power play for them. And in that power play, they start taking pride, and that's why their human sensitiveness, human side, like sensitivity, like tenderness, slowly disappears, or it is even ridiculed by the other male members. What is being a typical man? It is said that they don't express emotions, they don't exhibit emotions except anger. They should be strong, they should be independent. Everything has to be done by their own only. They need to be in the control. Willingness to take decisions and action, willingness to take initiative. They should be self-reliant, willing to take the responsibility, provider for the family, sexually dominant in the relationships, and aggressive, not submissive. Aggression by men is taken for granted by the society, and that is even glorified at times. So what happens when boys show their tenderness, their vulnerability? What others comment? Boys do not cry. Man up, man, deal with it. You are being too sensitive. Don't think much. Are you a sissy? Be a man. Up. And every language has synonyms for all this. In every language, in every culture, the man has to face this. What does it mean really? That they don't exhibit the emotions, they don't exhibit the vulnerability like sadness, weakness. They cannot cry, they cannot express what they feel. They are strong, means they cannot show the weakness. They should be strong. That means they cannot show weakness, even when they can't go on doing whatever things they are doing. They should be self-reliant, means they cannot ask for help, suffer alone when in difficulty. They should be independent, means there is reluctance about taking advice, suggestions, often struggling with challenges on their own. That's why many times, if the spouses are telling, wives are telling that please listen to this, don't do this, these things are bad, or these people are taking advantage, or whatever, they can't digest. Many men can't digest this. They need to be in the control, always feel helpless, defeated when situations are not in control, and they want to hide that defeat. That's why they start taking it out in the areas where they will come home and become irritable on the wife or children, like that. They should be provider, means financial failures make them feel inferior, inadequate. They should be sexually dominant. Sexual incompetency often make them sad, frustrated, angry, and ashamed. And by becoming sexually dominant, it means that they can't take pleasure in getting emotionally connected with the partner. They only can be satisfied by the sexual power. Being laid back, submissive is what men think will be criticized. So they have to show the aggression. Those who are not aggressive, those who are sensitive, submissive, they are often ridiculed. They have to justify their violence. With all these social compulsions, it becomes hard for the most men to form deep connections and hence can't have meaningful relationships. So they feel very lonely in crisis. What are the positive sides of masculine norms? They always try to find out some solutions. They take responsibility for their own actions. They learn to take decisions. They often take initiative. But doesn't that mean too much of burden? Every time if there is some challenge comes, the man has to give the answer, has to satisfy. Man has to take away all the sorrows of the family.
Please mute everyone. Please, everyone is requested to mute. Yes, ma'am. Please continue.
Yes. As a result, what happens? Men learn to suppress certain emotions. They can't show, as I said, they can't show sadness. They can't show weakness that I'm not doing to do. Helplessness, they can't show that. They act out in inappropriate way when they are troubled, when they are sad, when they are not happy. They become irritable. And as I said, that is taken out in the place, inappropriate place or inappropriate ways. They try to take responsibility alone when they know it's exhausting for them, and then they give up. They don't seek help for their sufferings. They downplay their symptoms. Even if they are depressed, they are anxious. They say, itna bhi kuch nahi hai, thoda thoda hi takleef hai. What are the signs and symptoms of mental health disorders in men? Signs and symptoms of mental health issues are more or less similar in males and females, but there are few significant differences. Anger issues and acting out. Acting out means throwing things or behaviorally disturbing, beating, fighting physically. These acting out things are more in males. Depression or anxiety disorders often exhibited by irritability and angry outbursts. Biological symptoms like sleep, appetite, libido changes are same in both. But effects of sexual dysfunction, less libido, affect erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, all these things, effects of sexual dysfunction affect males much more negatively. Cognitive symptoms like memory, attention, thought disturbances are same. Like delusions means bhram or hallucinations, bhas, they are both common, but the content might be different. Like male are more paranoid than females. ADHD, that is attention deficit, is a hyperactivity disorder, is more common in boys. Behavioral symptoms like getting involved in risky activities like substance abuse, violence, reckless driving are seen more in males. They often say the females are bad drivers, but statistics shows that percentage-wise, males cause more accidents on the road. So again, according to socio-cultural norms, we have to reflect in what we believe. Anyway, so gaming, porn, gambling, and these things are more common in men. Negative symptoms of schizophrenia, like getting withdrawn, becoming catatonic, is seen more in males. In gender-wise prevalence of mental illness, males have a more percentage of, both the diagnoses are present in both, all the diagnoses are present in both the genders, but just little higher prevalence gender-wise, like in males, mental retardation, autistic spectrum disorders, ADHD, that is attention deficit hyperactive disorders, substance use disorders, schizophrenia, And certain personality disorders like paranoid, narcissistic, schizoid, and antisocial, these are more in males. Or type of conduct disorders like stealing and the conduct disorder are seen in adolescents. So like stealing, lying, abusing, bullying, all these conduct disorders are more in men. In females, depression, anxiety disorders, Alzheimer's dementia, somatoform disorders, eating disorders, histrionic personality disorder, these are more common. Who are at risk? Which men are at risk? Those who are single, don't have meaningful relationships. Those who are widowed, don't have any life partner. Those who are getting old, as age increases, the vulnerability increases. If there is history of childhood abuse, or past trauma, then they are more vulnerable. If there is marital breakdown, recent loss of loved ones, they are vulnerable. Unemployment, legal or financial crisis, addiction, family history of mental illness, and physical discomfort or illness. These are trigger points. Recent loss of job, death in the family, bullying at school or workplace, marital breakdown, relationship conflict, and big financial loss, to summarize the triggers. So coming to etiology, what are the biological factors that might reflect in this male-specific cultural norms? It is shown that verbal centers are strong and present in both the hemispheres in females, whereas they are present only in left hemispheres in males. What does it mean? That females can name the emotions, can express the emotions, can understand the subtleties of the emotions that they're feeling, but males can't. So they don't have word power to express their feelings or emotions. Testosterone hormone, which is present in males, is higher amount than females, make males more aggressive and sexual. But here comes the thing. Societal expectation about gender roles and cultural norms regarding masculinity shapes behavior strongly, stronger than the genetics or biological factors. Social conditioning for the centuries together has corrupted our minds. Patriarchy takes its toll in both the genders. Patriarchy says that males are more superior than females, but then they have to prove that, and that all the time the compulsion to prove that becomes too much for them, and we know how it takes its toll in females. So I will skip that. Though there are differences in female and male biology, epigenetics, that means the other factors apart from biology, socio-cultural factors, environmental factors, parenting, etc. The epigenetics have strong influence on human brain. Strong influence on human brain. So behaviors are influenced by socio-cultural factors, childhood environment, and parental influences. Despite some biological differences, parenting and social influences can change these age-old stereotypes. Means how we are what we are telling our growing boys, girls, how we are enforcing these old norms, or are we telling the myth behind that? Are we telling boys it's okay to cry? Are we telling girls that it's okay, that you have to decide, you have to take your own decisions? This is important. What we talk with our girls and boys. Seeking a help is extremely difficult because stigma surrounding the mental health. It is okay that female feels depressed So it is a bit easier for a female to go to a psychiatrist and say ki nahi nahi mala खूप त्रास होतोय, मला दुःख होतंय, मला रडू येतंय. But it's very difficult for men. So societal expectations and cultural norms about masculinity who feel depressed are weak. So that's why to ask for help is also a sign of weakness, fear of being judged if they speak about their emotions. That's why it's difficult for men to seek help for their mental health. Many men keep suffering silently. Mental health conditions go on worsening. Relationships get affected, productivity decreases. Mental health conditions do affect physical health also. That's why then sudden heart attacks or cardiac events, increasing diabetes and hypertension, because mental health conditions do affect physical health. Conflicts unresolved, stresses ill-handled, pent-up negative emotions can literally kill the person. So, how can we help? How can we help our men? Know who are at risk. Try to understand, are there any trigger factors existing? Listen to them without any judgment, without endorsing stigma. If they started telling, don't tell them that, don't think, yeah, this, don't be so weak. It all will go away. Just don't distract them from that pain temporarily. Never ever ask them to take support of some substances, amli padartha, to distract away the emotions, because that is the onset of the addiction. Decide with them concrete action plan and see if that plan gets followed. Means ask them how can we help them, what to do, what are the steps, what is the priority, and then be with them so that they can at least execute that plan. Encourage to consult mental health expert whenever possible, whenever needed. Educate and encourage males around you to be more human, and being masculine is socially created attribute. Tell them that. See, it's not something like that you have to be macho man. You have to be very strong to impress a girl, to impress others. Basically, to be frank, girls or females do like sensitive men more. Whatever the myths are created by media, by the typical criteria of good male or good female, they are not true. As in our previous lecture, as we heard, that there should be some tips for self-care, maintaining mental health, like physical activity, regular exercise to boost the mood, moderate, happy exercise. Meditation, of course, helps. Stress management, that means relaxation techniques such as yoga or the hobbies where you forget yourself. Building routine. Ensure adequate sleep, healthy diet, positive social relationships. Positive means those which are deep, which are meaningful, not just social media, virtual relationships. Importantly, accept weakness, failures without shaming yourself. Speak up. The important topic, please speak up whenever it is beyond your limit. So what are the take-home points? Men are often victims of mythical cultural norms of masculinity. They suffer but don't seek help. Their mental health is often neglected. It has grave social, psychological, and interpersonal consequences. Breaking chains of silence regarding mental health issues in men is need of the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rajashree, ma'am. Dr. Davolkar, sir. Hello.
Rajashree, thank you, Dr. Rajashree, for an excellent presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
As a male, I appreciate it more, and the fact that a lady psychiatrist is you have covered all things properly. I have only one practical query.
Yes, sir.
See, many of the ladies find it difficult. They find that their husband or some brother or father is having some mental issues and problem, is depressed or anxious, burning out, or using substance of abuse excessively, but they don't know how to approach the males, because as you said, they are not open for suggestions, they are not open to sharing their emotions to seek
Yeah.
help.
Sir,
Some tips.
some tips. Yes, we can ask their male friends to raise the topic. Secondly, what I feel that we have, as a mothers, as a wives, we have to tell our loved ones, the males around, that this is not okay. You have to take help, you have to take suggestions, you have to consider others equal to you, not only females. If the boss is there, he has to consider the employee as equal. So this hierarchy is killing us. Everywhere there is hierarchy, and gender it especially it becomes prominent. So these social factors we have to talk. We have to talk about it. Like we have to talk about more about this main mental health issue. It is not talked. If we, as a psychiatrist, mental health experts also, we take this topic on the dais. We talk to our other faculties, other colleagues, and to general public. I think this will be easier for the spouses to help their men. Sir, but you also say any suggestions if you have.
Thank you for an excellent presentation again.
Yes, Swati madam, please
Yeah.
give your input.
We consider women to be emotionally more strong. They are stronger than men. That is what we believe. And practically also we do experience, if there's any crisis in the family, I think women stand stronger, and they're always with their spouses as far as possible. So I personally feel we just have to go that one extra step ahead and understand each other well. So, like we saw in the previous lecture, the interactive part, only one person wrote spouse. And to be honest, my first response was, yes, I'll write in the central circle, I'll write my spouse, Dr. Amol. Because, that is how love evolves. And as we spend more years together, I don't think like the mother can be with her son, understanding the male members of the family shouldn't be such a big challenge. It's just that we have to open up, speak, take that liberty of talking when it's needed. When you feel that, yes, you are right, you don't have to just seal yourself and keep watching. So that's one thing, and it is alarming that the suicide rates are very high, especially amongst anesthesiologists. It has been proven time and again that the numbers are very high amongst anesthesiologists. There's a European study which showed that 1 in 10 doctors, like 1 in 10 medical professionals, whether a doctor or a nursing staff, but 1 in 10, that's a very high number. They are suffering from either anxiety or depression. So the psychiatric illnesses have really gone up. We need to speak about it. Rajeshri ma'am, I just loved your presentation. Amazing.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
The way you presented, it really touched you. Very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I think there is no questions there. So I want one question. as a male, most of the males have their stress with the females only. When we are a child with mother, when we are as a college, there is a girlfriend, or as a wife, they are stressed, and most of the time the communication or their with their relations, they are stressed with this relationship. So how to relieve that stress?
Yes, excellent question, sir. Because we can see that this communication gap produces stress on both the sides, females also and males also. They just don't understand each other what they are saying. Many times females do want to share the things, and male starts advising as if she doesn't know anything. This one thing I feel very important, that whenever she wants to speak, just listen and try to understand that what she wants to convey. Secondly, females also do have their prejudices. They also do have their stubbornness, only in different areas. So they also have to be like mental health. We speak about female mental health and their traits also. There are definitely some traits like emotional dependence and not taking the responsibility of their actions, or trying to evade from the things happening, going in the past, ruminations. These are very disturbing traits in females. But for that matter, I want to tell this: whenever there is emotional conflict, please have the closure. माझ्या लग्नामध्ये आपल्या लग्नामध्ये तुझ्या पॅरेंट्सनी माझ्याशी असं वागलं, हे 30 वर्षानंतर जर इफ इट इज कमिंग इन युअर डिस्कशन अँड फाईट्स, देन यू नेव्हर हॅड द क्लोजर. अँड फॉर दॅट I think males also should understand that females are leaving all the things from their past life. They're breaking the ties and coming to a new house with you, for you, as your partner. So she should get that much recognition, appreciation in your life. And also should means females also should learn to not break all the ties with their parent family, natal family. Both the families should be more understanding with each other. There are some differences in the rituals, some differences in the habits, some differences in the patterns of the families. So we have to give time to each other to understand that. As females accept everything from the wedded family, males should also understand and the patterns of the natal family of the female, means mahercha ticha घरातले. So if that understanding is there, that love is there, that basically that thing that we should be able to see from others' point of view, and that is extremely important. Men should listen more when wife is talking, when spouse is talking, or when female is talking. And females should listen and understand what males are talking about, the difficulties. Why they are not understanding what you are saying? Because they feel they are being judged, they are being they are ridiculed, or they are being compared. That's why men don't talk, men don't accept your judgments, or they don't accept your advice. They feel that you are showing them down. So first we have to be clear कि it's not about hierarchy, it is not about somebody superior or inferior, but it is about finding out the solution in this crisis, or it is finding out the solution for this emotional wound. So this communication is needed. गरम तवा असताना नाही त्याच्यावर पाणी टाकायचं. After it cools down, but we have to talk. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Session is open for all. If you want to ask any question, please put your hand. Yes, Shilpa ma'am.
Yeah, I want to just say something
Yes.
for the men. We all say that woman has to leave her house, come here to the new house, adjust. But I would, in favor of men, I would like to say that they also somewhere must be having tension of starting a new family, right? Building up, saving money, having kids. So I think we should
Yes.
also equally
They are
understand
wholly
that
responsible. Miss, if
their
female
tension.
doesn't, sorry, ma'am, sorry.
Yeah, no, I would just like to say that their tension may be more, that finally they have to build a family, they have to save money, they have, sometimes the wife might have break because of kids in her career, so they have to manage alone, they have to manage their parents. Sometimes if they're elder, they have to manage their siblings. So I think today looks like Men's Day. It's good.
And like I said, that main crux of the root is they has that tremendous burden to perform, to provide, and to protect. If they undo that burden,
Can
many things will be easy.
And
can I ask
we,
a
of
question?
course, yeah, please, yeah.
Yeah, I just have one question. Despite of everything all right, I mean, seemingly everything is all right in the relations, in your professional work. Is insomnia very common after, say, 45 years? It
Yes.
may be a little different question. In men, I'm asking specifically.
Yes, sure. As our age increases, our sleep hour and quality of the sleep sometimes reduced. Very few people can sleep as well as child. So you are right, and but there are few suggestions like self-reflection, meditation, good relationships, exercise, and moderate work hours, and keeping the gazette down, switched off at 9 o'clock. If you are sleeping at 10 o'clock, that is very, very
O-
needed to
Okay,
avoid
but
this.
yeah, switching off a gadget, like switching off a mobile phone throughout the night would be a nightmare for the hospital which calling
Yeah.
anesthesiologist.
No,
That's
no,
the issue.
No, not for call.
don't switch off. Don't switch off. We do, as a
Doctor,
doctors, we can't switch off. That I know,
Yeah.
but we have to
I
You
think
have
she
to,
said,
stop social media and gaming
yeah.
yeah,
and
you have to shut down the screen, not phone.
yes,
Yeah,
Yes,
stop
you should
scrolling various apps.
close the screen.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Avinash sir,
And
Dr.
One more thing I
Dipali
would like to
madam
add
wants to
for
say something.
Dr.
yes,
Shilpa,
ma'am.
I would like to add one more thing for this
yeah,
particular question about insomnia.
Hmm.
Addictions is one thing which would really cause a great harm. People believe that after a peg or two of alcohol, they could get some good sleep. But unfortunately, it's not so. They can sleep maybe for 2 or 3 hours, and after that, they'll be awake again. Maybe with some kind of gastritis or something or whatever, but they cannot sleep more than 3 to 4 hours after alcohol. So, staying away from addictions of all types, smoking, alcohol, would also help to get some good sleep.
Very true, ma'am.
And the ambience in your house, switch off the lights, make your bedroom cozy, get into some good nightwear, and have a shower
And,
before going to bed.
and never use your bed for fights.
Yeah.
more, now the most of them there is advertisement and in on the social media, and then magnesium increases your sleep and quality of sleep. Is it right?
As
It
we say,
improve your sleep
forgets
quality.
everything.
Magnesium.
Everything is hyped on the social media, right? If
Yeah.
there is magnesium deficiency, then magnesium will help. But if something other, when there is melatonin deficiency, melatonin will help. But that we have to figure out, na? We have to understand the clinical symptoms, other factors and all. For everyone, magnesium doesn't improve the sleep.
Okay.
Those who have that
Nowadays, magnesium
Maybe
is
they are
famous
promoting magnesium as a drug
menopausal
rather
women.
than just a
Yeah.
nutrient.
we should
Yeah.
understand the
Could be a
pharma
pharma.
tendencies,
They said it is
pharma
natural.
pharmaceutical. Sorry.
They said it is natural way of increasing your sleep quality because it releases melatonin. What it is given.
See, again, I'm telling, if there is enough magnesium in your body, but
Yes.
somehow the melatonin is not getting reduced. That biochemistry circles, if you do cycles, if you remember, then if the melatonin is also okay, magnesium is also okay, but there is some other factor and which is not resolved, then you are not going to get sleep. If you are depressed, if you are anxious, if you are paranoid, you can't sleep with lots of magnesium also. We have to understand the reason, etiology, cause.
Avinash sir,
Okay.
can we take some questions? Dr.
Yeah,
Dipali Thakur,
Definitely.
Dr. Deepika, and then Anuradha madam. Yeah.
Yes, ask.
Dr. Dipali
Please unmute and ask.
Thakur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ma'am, actually, there's no question. I just wanted to share something if that's okay.
Yeah, please go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah. Ma'am, the talks were excellent. Both the topics covered today. Regarding what Rajashri ma'am spoke, I just want to add a little bit on that. One thing is that it's always said that, females are adjusting. We leave our house, we come everywhere, and we are leaving everything and coming. But I would say that even males are adjusting. He has to make an adjustment in his life of allowing a female to come. I mean, it's like a new person coming into his life. So this might sound a bit this thing for females कि ऐसे कैसे बोल सकती है, but ma'am, this is actually true because they are leaving their freedom and allowing some person to enter into their life. So I would say that even it's adjustment on both the sides, and females also need to understand that it's not just the males who are like I am the one who's adjusting, they are also doing it. And secondly, regarding that what we are teaching our children, I would say just an add-on point what ma'am said. Modeling happens a lot. As we all know,
Yeah.
children just observe and they behave. So they will model what father is behaving, how he's treating how he's treating the mother. Similarly, how my mother is responding to my father, how is every expression, every word is just captured by them. Though they are busy with whatever they are playing, they're watching, they're doing whatever, they always things are on parents, that how the conversations are going on. And how we teach our boys also equally important apart from girls, because they will see how mother is taking abuse. Or suppose abuse is happening, a girl will think that okay, abuse is acceptable, my father is beating my mother, so it's okay to take it. And the message goes to the male. The boy thinks ki theek hai, it is okay to beat a girl. So I mean, the message gender wise, it goes to both of them that it is okay for that. So just to add on, ma'am, I would say that if we think about what we are speaking, how we are speaking in front of our kids, makes a lot of thing, because the current generation which is there of kids, they're already we see a lot of issues with them. Competitiveness has gone up and they are not willing to adjust to anything. So that is what I felt.
It
We
is
just wanted to add on.
coming in the girls also, what you are saying. You
Yeah,
say
ma'am. Yes, both.
you have spoke some excellent points, and that's why I said that parental influences rather than biological factor, parental influence, environmental influence, epigenetics plays much more stronger role than the biology. And here somebody has a funny comment. There is only Ladki Bahin Yojana. No, there are Ladka Bahu Yojana. That's why we have come with this topic. And your association has arranged this topic in this SMS Colosseum. So I'm very happy that you are trying to think about the mental health issues.
Dr.
Any
Dipali
question?
Dipali Thakur.
Yeah,
Unmute yourself.
hello. It was both the presentations were wonderful and much needed topic. I would like to add as a life coach. So I'm not only anesthetist, I'm a life coach also, mindset coach also. So nowadays I'm seeing there is a pandemic of loneliness is what I
Yes.
see. We have built boundaries among around ourselves, and no one is allowed to enter into that boundary. We have social media, we have constantly phone in our hands, but this has made all of us distant from interpersonal relationships, not even in our families, but also in our professions. We are just running a race without having that sense of, connection and sharing and satisfaction. The relationships, the friendship which we experience in our childhood, our children are no more having any
Excellent.
idea about a real friendship, real sharing and caring. So I feel that somewhere we are responsible for that, and we need to take a step up because we are discussing it on this forum. So I would just like to add that emotional regulation, not only for males, but for females. Emotional regulation, building up feeling when we are going to feel. We are human beings, so we are going to have these emotional turmoils. But how to deal with that? We need to train our children and ourselves first during this journey. So, feel, deal, and heal is what I usually recommend. So, it's a very simple technique. By having awareness, suppose I'm getting anxious, by having awareness, my anxiety can go down. So, there are certain simple techniques like grounding techniques, having building habits. And about social media, I just want to add that whenever we are into an important conversation or communication, we can just keep our phone aside. I'm not saying that being unnecessary, we can switch off our phone, but whenever we are talking to our children or to our spouse, or for that matter, to our friend, we are discussing something very important, we can just keep our phone down. That will show and respect, and we will be completely into that conversation. Half of the times, if we see, we are not into the conversation. So we are halfway somewhere, not understanding the context and then misunderstanding the things completely. Even while talking with our kids, I feel some simple tips, if we follow, it is the communication, building communication, I feel is the basic uh, for understanding and having any powerful relationship where you can open
Yes,
up and you can
agree,
share
agree.
your things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agree.
Thank you so
And
much.
Anuradha
Wonderful
madam
job.
wants to say something. And I think Avinash sir at the end of it, our men of SAMS, Dr. Sachin Chandolkar sir and Dr. Vikas Karne sir.
They
Vikas
want to
Karne
say
sir,
something?
Vikas sir, Sachin sir,
Okay. It's
Anuradha madam. Yeah.
okay. Last question of this session, I will ask how to prevent suicide tendency or suicides when there is a lack of purpose or meaning of life in anyone, in or anybody.
Yeah. This is very deep issue because
Yes.
we have treated our children, our generation especially, that खूप अभ्यास कर मार्क मिळव नोकरी मिळव. We have always asked them to compete in the exams and be successful and earn money. That has been given priority. When we have to we have to talk with children about the meaning of this life, meaning of this life, meaning of the connections, why we are what is the social scenario, what is the social awareness, helping others, forgiving others, sharing things with others. This is extremely important thing, and for that they have to learn the life skills. They have to learn communication, interpersonal relationship, decision making, all these things. But above all, they have to learn that they are not, as Dr. Anuradha had said, that they are not alone in this world like them. Here what happened, each person has a created boundary, but why that has happened? Because everyone is told that you have to be successful, you have to come first, you have to be top of the world. All can't be on the top of the hierarchy. Everybody has, every creature, every living being, every non-living thing has some role in this srushti, in this nature. And then if we recognize that, then we will understand that you are not alone, some who is unique or special in some aspect. If these values are inculcated in them since childhood, since beginning, then this existential crisis can be avoided. But yes, Dr. Avinash, it's deep in pandemic, we can say that these kids are feeling empty inside, khokla, and they don't find any meaning in the life because they have everything. They have their parents supporting, they have money, they have all the needs are satisfied by parents, and then they don't feel any aim or any need to try for the better life or try for meaningful life. Yes, you are true.
Yes,
And
yes, ma'am.
yeah,
Eh,
one thing that I'm noticing these days from people who come for counseling is um, not only youngsters, but I would like to add that even elderlies, grown-ups, we just can't take no from other person. We can't take no from anything in the universe to us. If I need something, I wish to have something, I should have it. I'll go to any extent to get it. And today, like, the medical fraternity is a different part, but the corporate lifestyle also is taking a toll on the society overall, because the relationships that are built over there, they are not purely original or true relationships. They are all, to an extent, they are, I can say, fake relationships. And then there's nobody to whom a person can open up to. Your question was, if a person has lost purpose in life and is tending towards suicide, what should be done? Now, who will help such a person? If this person is all alone by himself, staying in a metro like Mumbai, and there's nobody around him who's trying to understand him, his family is away from him or her, such a person, who's going to help this person? Now the question is, that person should have the initiative to go and open up to a doctor or to a friend that, yes, I am feeling so and so. So we have to develop a culture where it's okay to speak up about your problems to somebody, have one person at least, or have the family ties which are so strong that you can, even if you're long distance, you can call up and say that I'm not feeling okay. And then just go back home, take a break, take a sabbatical. So these things are essential many a times, which people are not doing, because, like somebody said just now, that we are just running in a race blindly and trying to achieve something which at the end of our life may not be so valuable to us. If today we try to think that what is the most valuable thing for me in life today, I may not be able to pick up one thing, or maybe most of the things would become invaluable for me. So that is the question that everyone should ask, and get answers ourselves for it. And that way, if we can try to, get into meditation and spirituality that we were talking about earlier, probably we can set our life on the right path. So that's how maybe we can just try and help a person. Reaching a psychiatrist, reaching a professional is essential, but who will take there? Like, who will bell the cat? So the person who is suffering knows he is suffering, doesn't know what to do. So maybe people around or the family. So that's how probably we can deal with this, the pandemic of
Wonderful.
suicide seen
yeah,
today.
okay.
Yeah.
It was not my choice. Likewise, death also should not be my choice, is what
Yes.
each one of us need to understand.
Okay.
And for that
Nice.
matter,
Very nice.
if
Yes.
we are existing on this earth, then might as well we can do it meaningful by helping others, reaching to others. This thing should be inculcated in children.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's now time to finish this session. I request Dr. Sheetal to present note of thanks
Before
I just
with
proposing the
want
vote of
permission of
th-
all.
hello,
I
hello.
just want to say one thing, that thanks for all the adding up contribution by so many of people, in many points got elaborated, which I wanted to say. So thank you all.
So before proposing the vote of thanks, I would want to make one announcement. Tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. there will be a national cultural program on occasion of Shivaji Jayanti, Mahashivratri and Ramzan, and it's a turn of Maharashtrian. So you be there to see the Maharashtrian talent tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Then it's my immense pleasure to propose the customary vote of thanks now. My sincere thanks to both our speakers, Dr. Rajashri Deshpande Madam and Anuradha Tote, for their excellent deliberation and sharing the small real life tips for our mental well-being. My sincere gratitude towards our both chairperson, Dr. Prasanna Dabholkar sir and Dr. Satyik Advait Madam, for sharing their vast experience and the valuable inputs. My special thanks to all our office bearers, then GC members, all president, secretary, and specially I would like to thank my GMC 89 batchmate. Today, the chief secretary of Jharkhand also attended this meeting. He is my batchmate, Dr. Nitin Kulkarni. And thank to all delegates for sharing their views also. Thank you very much, and good
Thank
night
you. Thank
to
you very
all.
much.
Thank you, everybody. Long live
Good
Thank
SAMS.
night.
you for the wonderful
Long live us.
opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.